My name's Andrew. I am 13 years old. I love Taco Bell. I love Long John Silver's. I love Pizza Hut. I love Peter Piper. I love Wingstop. My favorite hobby is gaming and art. My also favorite hobbies are creating content for YouTube. That's it.
My name is David. I'm here to help out on the podcast.
Hi, my name is Haley and I'm 14 years old.
I love sharks.
Sharks are cool.
What are your favorite animals?
Oh, my favorite animal?
Stop trying to get in here. What are your favorite animals?
Donkeys. Because they're cute.
Cute and noisy?
Cute or noisy, yeah.
What about you, David?
I like grass.
Giraffes?
Oh, giraffes. I heard grass.
My most favorite animal is birds.
What birds?
Every type. If I see one, I'm gonna chase them down.
An ostrich.
And no, any type of bird are my favorite. Even if it's dirty and ugly, I still love it.
Okay.
What are your favorite food?
Tacos.
Come on, that's a common food. No, not something in general. Something like specifically.
Oh, a
you love.
specific food.
Yes, not something in general.
Bread.
Bread.
Bread. Loaf bread.
You?
I don't really have a favorite food. I just like to eat.
Same. What about you? What's your favorite food?
In general, the usual: burgers, pizza, chicken nuggets, fries, but specifically lemon peppered wings straight from Wingstop.
That's valid.
Too good. It's too good. One time I tried it. I tried it one time. I thought it was nothing. So then I was like, okay, it just tastes good. I tried it again. I ate everything.
Yeah. Lemon pepper wings are good.
Which fast food place has the best fries in your opinion?
McDonald's
McDonald's.
and Wingstop.
Those get cold easily though, McDonald's.
Because you know what I do? As soon as I finish the wings, I get my fries and dip inside all that salt and then pepper.
Yeah. I don't know. I think underrated fries is probably Burger King. They're not
Those
my
are
favorite.
good. I think Wendy's has pretty bomb fries.
I agree. They're good. Well, speaking of the iPod, I think the goal of this podcast is to bring what used to be popular and now has gotten more traction again, to bring it back to life. And we're excited to talk about cool, I don't know, we haven't really decided yet, but we're going to have cool discussions on old media versus new media, and we'll just have discussions of pretty much anything. So stay tuned. Do you all agree?
Mm-hmm.
The iPod was mostly used in the ancient days, but so like we don't really use it anymore.
Ancient days? What do you mean ancient days? Do you think iPod was back then BC? Or 80?
Probably.
Well, so the first time the word podcast was used was in 2004, I believe. And it's a mix between, okay, see, I didn't fact check, but probably look it up.
Between iPod and something, right?
Yeah, so.
It's broadcast. iPod and broadcast.
Yeah, thank you.
What's even good about this iPod? You can spin it.
Like a fidget spinner, except those are dead too.
Oh, you know what? If you think about it, speaking of BC and 80, we are living in 80 already. Get it?
Yeah?
That's true.
That's true.
So the date is
August?
8th, the 13th, 2024 AD.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
2024 years ago. Something. I forgot. Okay. Let's change the topic. What is your favorite gaming console?
Personally, I like PlayStation.
Mine is Xbox. You?
We just had Nintendo, so Nintendo.
What's your favorite type of PlayStation? I know all of them.
So I think the most reliable one is probably the PlayStation 4.
The what?
PlayStation 4. I mean, they're always going to be coming out with new stuff, but I don't know.
Isn't it how impressive it is for PS3 to handle the good graphics of realistic games like GTA 5?
Yeah. So, for instance, recently a lot more games have been started up with something called Unreal Engine. So, graphics design has been getting better. I'm sorry, I know I don't know a lot about it either, but so it's crazy because now we're starting to have, like, for instance, mobile games. The way that technology's been progressing, that mobile games are now on the same caliber as PC games, and I think it's really cool.
My favorite gaming console, I would say, if I wanted to take it out all the time, the Xbox Series S is the best one to go out. And if you're home, you can just turn on your Xbox Series X because that's like the most powerful one yet. It's 4 times or 2 times powerful than the Xbox One X. And I loved how like everybody that went like bawling for the Xbox, like the original one back in the days.
Back in the days.
Oh, don't forget to mention that they called that fat controller the Duke. I know. They called that big fat controller like this Duke. I don't like it. It's so fat. How do you click it? I can't reach the buttons. My hands are so small. Japan had, so then, sorry.
How you doing?
But your PlayStation 1, for Japan, I think they shrunk the controller a little bit for Japan products. So then Xbox found, like, solved the problem. And what they did is they like, you know that big Xbox profile, like to click to the menu?
Yeah.
The first one is just like, it was like huge, a big circle, mainly taking up the whole space and didn't make any space for those tiny little buttons right there. So what they did is shrunk it to what we know, and then made room for the buttons, the D-pads and the joysticks.
Well, you know, I have a really cool topic that I kind of forgot about. The Olympics happened like 4 days ago, and you know, I like sports a little bit. You know, I like to keep up with soccer. I mean, recently not really, but
Mine's basketball.
yeah, I love basketball. Team USA men's won won gold, and we beat France. It was like 21 points. I know you like soccer. That being said, do you know who won gold? And if not, that's cool. But I'm just asking.
Spain.
Spain? Is that men or women's?
Men.
Men? Okay. So,
USA women's won gold.
oh, okay. So,
I really like them so.
and USA brought in gold. We had men's basketball, women's soccer. We had I think the women's
Gymnastics.
Yeah, well, I think we got gymnastics, and we bought five or 6 gold medals this year.
We got a lot of gold medals this year. Actually.
Yeah, no, the USA brought in a lot, and it's just really cool. I mean, it's cool that we're starting this now during the Olympics because now we actually have something cool to talk about. I mean, I don't know. The U.S. did really good. For instance, I can't really speak on any other country because I'm not gonna lie. I only really keep up with basketball. But for instance, France ended up doing really well, especially considering that they've only had they had 4 NBA players playing on the team, and they did really good. But I'm excited to see what next Olympics is in 2028. I believe it's in LA. So this year is in Paris. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep up with, for instance, soccer in the next 4 years. So I can actually speak on this. But yeah. So the Olympics were really good for the U.S.
What's your favorite sport in the Olympics though, like overall?
Well, I'm biased. Like I said, I really like basketball. But if we're talking about more prolific sports, I would have to do 100 meter dash. I mean, I don't keep up with it, but if I had to choose, it'd be 100 meters. I mean, that's what Usain Bolt ran. I think Noah Lyles. See, I got confused because I thought he won gold, but he might have won bronze. He's the U.S. runner, and that's. I mean, I don't keep up with it, but if I did, I would have to say 100 meters. So just sprinting.
My favorite sport in the Olympics is swimming.
Swimming? Yeah, that's really cool actually. Yeah.
Because I love the water. Trust me, I love the water. Like when it was summer, I stayed out there.
Yeah.
With the water sprinklers on in the trampoline.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
I think the synchronized swimming was cool. How they do like all those moves underwater. And, like, it must be really hard. I think that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So I was actually in a barber shop whenever I saw it. I was getting my hair cut, and I look over in the TV and I saw synchronized swimming. I was a little confused because I didn't know what was happening. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute, they're doing the same thing. So that was my mindset. I was like, oh, wait a minute. What they're doing is really difficult because they're like, half of them is underwater and they're just staying there. I'm like, dude, I can't do that. And I can barely swim. So, I mean, synchronized swimming is really cool as well. But, I mean, like I said, the Olympics was something recent. And I thought the Olympics were really cool this year. But I'm excited to see what they do next. But yeah. So.
What are your opinions on the Bible?
It's pretty cool. You know, it's probably my favorite book. I mean, based off a true story. I like that.
Yours?
It's the best book we ever have, or we ever will have, probably.
Yeah. I agree. Well, I like the Bible.
What's your favorite chapter? Like, you know,
Chapter.
like Psalms, Proverbs, Luke.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a good question, actually. Personally, I like...
Mine's Proverbs.
Honestly, this is going to sound kind of basic, but Genesis is really good.
Genesis?
It's just the start and the beginning, and I just find it interesting. I mean, it makes sense to me, you know, and I like it. You know, it's a good book. It kind of tells you how it all started. Yeah,
The OG.
exactly.
I think Proverbs is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
The book of wisdom.
There's a lot of good teachings, and yeah, I agree.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who wrote Proverbs?
So the thing that confuses me about the Bible is that there were so many people that wrote so many things, and you know, and I know that's like, oh well, so why, like, so many people wrote the book, then how does it make sense? Well, that's the funny part, is that it all makes sense. There's no contradictions in the Bible, and so for instance, I may not know who wrote it right now. I mean, just give me a minute, let me read a little bit.
I'll give you a clue. It was written by a king, a very, very wise king. Really wise.
King David? No.
No, another clue. He asked for the wisdom.
Solomon.
Yes.
Yeah. Solomon, yeah. King Solomon. Sorry, I got fact checked. But so yeah, Solomon is a pretty cool dude, you know.
Yeah.
So I think Solomon's a really cool teaching on how you can be really wise and still make mistakes. Same with King David was also really good.
What are your opinions
thing
if
on
he
that.
was your teacher in school?
If he was my teacher, I would have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, I think he was wise even before God blessed him. I mean, his wish was to be wise, and I think that was pretty wise of an answer. So I mean, I just thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I probably would have asked like for money. I don't know, be taller. I don't know.
Speaking of money, choose
Choose
$1 trillion right now, or a cent every day that doubles every day.
$1 trillion right now.
You sure?
Yeah.
What was
You?
the second one?
A cent, but it doubles every day.
So
I mean, $1 trillion, because you don't know when you're gonna die either.
exactly. Yeah. So I would choose $1 trillion, then like invest. You know, get some money flow, and then just. I mean, the long game is probably going to be more, but initially you can just get a ton of money and then like move assets around and then get some. You can with $1 trillion I could retire right now and then be fine for the rest of my life. So I mean, and then my grandkids would still have money. So
And like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have that much patience to get a penny every single day and double it.
Just give me $1 trillion.
What if I said instead of $1 trillion? What if I said $1 billion?
Still, I mean, $1 billion's still a lot of money. I mean, I could still retire right now.
What if I said $1 million?
I would probably go for the cents then, because $1 million is still a lot. But I would probably, if I waited like maybe 5 years, I would make more than $1 million.
I think the million though, because you can invest it, you can still invest in a lot.
I agree. But I mean, once you still just waiting, I feel like would still be beneficial. I mean, you'd just always be making money. But I mean, that's actually a really good question, especially moving down I mean, it does kind of change your answer a little bit for at least me. You know, like $1 million is really cool, and I would love to have $1 million. But
Who wouldn't?
exactly, I mean, money's kind of important, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a really good question.
Yeah. What about you? A trillion or a cent?
Trillion.
Trillion.
Yeah. You know, it's yeah. So like initially, it's really easy to just answer. But like for instance, once you move down to $1 million, it's like, well, I could probably make like more than $1 million in about 5 years, which is a long time. But at that point, just work. You know? I mean,
What do you look forward of doing on social media?
on social media, you know,
Something like that you get money out of.
that I get money out of. You know, I never really wanted to like dive into it. I mean, if I did do anything, it would be a podcast. Spoiler alert. You know, it would be more of a side gig. You know, whenever I have free time, just have a podcast.
I mean, I kind of already have a YouTube channel. I have 93 subscribers, so I guess that's something. But like,
Sweet, wait. What's it called? You don't need to be shy. We are not gonna judge you. Right, guys?
Okay.
Right? What is it?
GG something. I don't know though. It's my Google account name.
This is why I brought this.
Oh wow.
What is it?
I don't
We'll do
know.
it in post.
What about you? What about you? Would you do that? Like go into like the social media?
I already have one too.
What's it called?
You don't tell, I don't tell.
We'll do
Wow,
it in
what a
post.
creative name. What a creative name. Totally.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a little interesting experiment that we're doing.
Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all next week.
We'll see y'all next week. Bye. Wait.
What?
Say your name before leaving.
Haley.
Andrew.
David.
Alright, see y'all later. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.